Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hollow Knight SILKSONG special announcement. Yippee! Yeah, no, I think this is just going to be a release date. I don't even know what else it could be. People have been saying, oh, they might shadow drop it. I pray they don't. uh, Mainly because, I mean, this is going to be a big game, and, well, I have a couple of other games. I still have the off playthrough coming on my channel, which, by the way, watch the off playthrough. Please, maybe. I don't know. You might like it, you might not. I don't know what I'm saying right now. Yeah, I'm doing a playthrough of Off on the channel right now. It's a pretty good game. I'd recommend checking it out. It's very different from Hollow Knight, but I mean, I also did a Hollow Knight playthrough on my channel, which, as I say every single time I mention it, only gets good, or like quality wise, it sucks until I get to the Soul Sanctum, because that's when I get a new computer that can actually record stuff without killing itself. Um, but yeah, I'm not subscribed to Team Cherry. I did not know that. I can't put this in full screen, like true full screen, because it's a premiere. I mean, it's a premiere, so there's probably also going to be another countdown after the fact. Anyway, I think this is probably just going to be a release date. Uh, Maybe some new footage. I wouldn't know because I haven't like gone out of my way to look at any trailers or any of that. Well, I did. All I know is I've seen the Gamescom footage. With like that one boss that's like the two enemies flying all around the place. I also know there's a boss called the Moss Mother. That is pretty much just the Vengefly King, but different, which is fine, but also not fine because I really hate the Vengefly King. But that's because it's, I don't know, basic. No, it's because it flies around all the goddamn time and I can't hit the damn thing. Anyway, before this starts, my face is very red because the screen's very red and I don't really have a light. Also, as always, I apologize for this thing. My curtains suck, and also my webcam sucks a lot. I should just get a new one. Yeah. Before this starts, I want to show off real quick. I bought some Hollow Knight merch. Really just plushes. I only really got plushes. And I wanted to show them off just because I could. So first off, well, the game's called The Hollow Knight, so I got The Hollow Knight. Look at the camera, buddy. Yeah, it's awesome. Honestly, I gotta complain a little. It's like they gave them all the like the little not string things, like the, I don't know what they're called. The things that like make it so it's like really, really bendable and it can stay like that. That doesn't look good, but like it's all right. I feel like there's a bit too much, especially the head. They gave the head one, but only on the right side here, which I guess would still be the left side for you. And like over here, they just kept it normal. I don't know why they did that. They should just kept the head normal. I also got, shoot, one of my favorite characters. I also, well, only got plushes of my favorite characters. Not to say that the ones I didn't get aren't my favorite characters. I only, well, you know what I mean. Gwynnifer, hey, he's awesome. Has a little like feather thing, pen thing that they makes the maps with. Also has a little bag back here. It also has a voice box. I think that is very wonderful. I don't know how that picked up on the microphone. I hoped it picked up decently, though. Also, I got the one, the only, the Troop Master Grim. I really like this one because the cloak can, like, fully cover him. Can also, unfurl it. They didn't give him the weird, well, they kind of did give him, but it's not like the weird little metal things that they gave the Hollow Knight, but not, like, as bad. I mean, it's only really on the robe, which is fine. But yeah, no, you can like fully curl it over like how it is in the game, because he's just like a little bat. And finally, got one of my favorite character in the entire game. Actually, well, they're tied with Ogrim for being my favorite character in the entire game. Quero. I love this one. It's just little fluff. It's got their little sword here, which is also detachable. It's magnets. So I really like the magnets because I can just like give it to the Hollow Knight or stuff. Also have the Monomon mask, which is also magnets. You can also take it off, plop it right back on, which is wonderful. But yeah, no. That's all the Hollow Knight merch I have. Which is fine. I'm not gonna. Well, I think I could probably buy all the plushes. There's actually good. I think I have like half the because I think there's like 9 of them. I think. I don't remember exactly. I also want to get the collector's edition sometime. Maybe just get the one for the PS4, because I'm probably gonna play the game on the PS4. Maybe, I don't know. I also want to get the Wanderer's Journal thing. I want to get a lot of Hollow Knight stuff. I really like Hollow Knight. Anyway, premiere will begin shortly. Let's see. Again, prediction. I think it's just the release date. Maybe September, October. Maybe like, if we're gonna get a direct one, September 16th, 2025. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully they don't shadow drop it though, because I still, I want to play the Kirby DLC that releases in like a week, and chances are, well, I could beat this game in a week. Maybe. I don't know. I just want to also get the rest of my off videos out, which will perfectly finish up the day before the Kirby DLC releases, which I will be playing on the channel. Anywho. Yeah, okay, there was going to be another countdown. I figured as much as a YouTube premiere, that's how it works. Another 3 minutes? Usually it's only 2. Oh, anyway. Yeah. If it shadow drops now, which I highly doubt it will, but in case it does, I'm probably just gonna probably release an episode of Off and SILKSONG, just 2 episodes a day, because SILKSONG's gonna be in demand, and I'm gonna have to upload Off eventually, and I don't want to upload the Off playthrough after the SILKSONG playthrough, because that would be me before SILKSONG releases, and who knows, SILKSONG could change me as a person. I doubt it will. But But yeah, as I said before, I'm trying to go like as blind as I can into SILKSONG, but not like fully blind, right? Like I've seen some gameplay footage. I've already said I know the Moss Mother. I know that big giant bug thing that fights you in lava. I think. I know of the clock people, which I just call them that because the background kind of looks like a clock a bit. Okay, no, it is. Wait, what? Oh no, minutes go by fast when you're looking at timers. I don't know. Anyway. Man. This really is a Hollow Knight SILKSONG. I don't know. This video is probably only going to be... I mean, I don't think it'll be that long. Because the announcement's... like I said, I think it'll just going to be the release date. Which, again, probably not right now. I don't think it's going to release in August. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say here. Other than that, I am very excited for the game. And I don't know much about it. But I can't wait to learn more about it when it comes out. Because Hollow Knight is a very good game. I played that this year, so I haven't actually been waiting all that long for SILKSONG. I mean, I've known of it for, like, a while, obviously. Because it's been anticipated for, like, 8 years now, I think. So I've obviously known that people have been waiting for the game. But, I've only been, like, looking forward to it since I've actually played Hollow Knight myself, which I did on the channel, full 112%. And, I still gotta do Steel Soul, like I said. You can watch the last video, I'm pretty sure I said it. I'm probably gonna do live streams of Steel Soul. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh yeah, I also want to apologize if my face is, like, very obstructed this video. That's just how it is with the way reaction's set up. My face is darker, depends on what's on the screen. Ooh. God, this game looks good. I presume this is, like, new footage. Ascend to the peak of a haunted kingdom. I like that little crab guy. Yeah, I've seen a lot of this lava area, I think. It looks very neat. Whoa. Oh yeah, I've seen that too, the bell people. Lethal acrobatic action. Jeez. God, I can't wait to play this game whenever it comes out. Oh no, not a rising lava section. I'm terrible with those. Damn. Done a lot of acid spit in this video. Battle over 200 foes. That's... I mean, that's more than the original... Because the original only had 164. Yeah, this boss. This is the one they showed at Gamescom. What the hell? You can hover with her, like, cloth? Ooh, that red guy looks cool. Yeah, this guy. That guy. That is the big guy I saw. I thought that was really cool. Oh, is that fast travel? Yeah, this is the lace. This is lace. Damn. Hollow Knight SILKSONG. September 4th? That's sooner than I anticipated. But I'm fine with it. That's it. Alright. Well, yeah, that's what I was really just expecting, just a release date. I mean, I'm sure the premiere will just end eventually. I'm sure if I just, refresh the page. Unless if it's still going on, in which I don't know if they're showing anymore, if it's just entirely black. I don't know. Premieres never end right. This area looks nice. I think it's like a water area. Anyway, I just wanted to go back to, this guy. I think the bosses in this game look very neat. This guy. This is the one guy I saw the image for, and I thought, oh my god, I love him already. This person, I don't know what it is. I just really like fights that are against a very big thing, and it's also in lava, which makes it a lot better. I think this guy looks very cool, and is already my favorite boss, even though I don't know what they do. Yeah, okay, that's it. Alright. Well, yeah, I don't really have, like, an in-depth... I feel like there's a lot more... like this. There's a lot more just, like... I don't know. Is that the same as, like, the one where you buy? No, because that's the bell person. I think that's the same area as the one before. There's definitely a lot more livelier of, like, a safe space. At least compared to, like, Dirtmouth. So, yeah, I've seen this. This is, like, the bell person. I know that you can attack this thing. Required. Oh, is there crafting? A vicious stabbing trap. We can build it. Just know it disturbs us. These devices... these devious implements you conceive to kill. Huh. Man. So I guess this is probably the Geo of the game, yeah? I want to head back to that, what is this? Okay. So yeah, this is what I was figuring. Oh god, right. Over 40 legendary bosses. There were like 41 in the original Hollow Knight, right? I don't know. Yeah, I've seen these. The reason why I call them the clock people is because there's like the stag thing down there. So that's a spider, right? I figured this game would be about you know, very spider-like, considering Hornet is a spider. That is so funny. Oh my god, bro. Okay. I like this guy. And these are the people who dash across. Big slammer jammer thing. Oh my god, I love this thing so much. Restore a kingdom's hope. Okay, so like... I'm trying to piece together what this game is about. Because like I said, all I know about the game is that like, plot-wise, that you're in a place called Farloom, I think. There's a character called Lace, who is, like, kind of like what Hornet was. Well, not, like, what Hornet was to the original. Like, not, like, just kind of like a rival character, I guess. I think. These character designs are very, I just remembered. They remind me of the fake ones in, Deep Nest, in the bench, where you have to go to kill, Hera. There's the bench there, and then there's the fake ones. That's what they remind me of, like, design-wise. So I presume this is the fast travel, which I guess means my theory that fast travel would be with the baby stag that you could see in this, since in the stag nest in Hollow Knight there was the broken egg, and I theorized that that would be the fast travel in Silksong. I guess I'm wrong about that, though, because this just looks like a giant bug. This is very much like the Nail Masters. Also, I doubt this means anything, but it kind of looks like Tiso to an extent. I mean, like, not really, but kind of. So yeah, I think that's the nail. This is just whack. I am very excited, or I'm hoping that Hornet actually has, no, Hornet does have dialogue. I think Hornet's definitely going to be a lot more expressive of a protagonist than Ghost is, which, at least that's what I'm hoping, because I think I'd really like that. Yeah, I've always, what is this? Is it like a spool thing? I think it's probably like a, is it the equivalent to, no, because this would be, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is that Lace character. I've seen the artwork of Hornet on the flowers here. They look like delicate flowers, but I don't think they are. Damn. Alright. You know, I realized this earlier. This is, these are the Weaverling things from, or this symbol. I mean, it has the 6 eyes like Hera, and pretty much all the spiders there, but it just really reminds me of the ones where you get the Weaverlings, which makes sense, right? That's what I thought it was going to be. Sorry, I said I wouldn't do an in-depth thing, but now I am. I'm pretty sure this place is called the Moss Grotto. I think that's like the one place that I actually know the name of, the Moss Grotto. And that there's the Moss Mother there. Which, I mean, I guess shout out to Moss Bag. Yeah, I've already looked at most of this. These people don't seem to wanna. Okay, well that one might. Okay, this is maybe different. I don't know. Yeah, ascend to the peak of a haunted kingdom. So I presume you're in Farloom. I love this lava area so much. I feel like this game does seem to have more, because I saw the clip of Hornet using like a grappling hook, or her needle as the grappling hook. So I think this game definitely has a lot more versatile, oh wait, shoot, they scroll through that. They scroll through the items there. I want to see those. Yeah, Vicious Stabbing Trap. The Magma Bell. It has a different symbol here. I don't know if that means anything. This trinket is our own invention. It wards against the deadly lava and heat around these docks. The workers used to request them of us. Now they've lost the mind to care. Okay, so, like, I wonder, why are the enemies even attacking you in this game, then? Is it just Radiance? Hollow Knight 2, Electric Boogaloo. Radiance is back again for some reason. Somehow Radiance returned. So I presume this is kind of like Isma's tier, maybe? Oh, no, you can see that for a single second there. Ah! No! Damn it. I guess you can look at here. So there's the Far Fields with the Pilgrim's Rest. The Deep Docks. What does that say? The Marrow. The Hunter's March. There's a sub-area called Bellheart here. Greymoor. I mean, they do scroll across. This game does seem to be much bigger than Hollow Knight, which, to be fair, makes sense. Shell... Oh, God, is that... is that a saw blade? Lethal acrobatic action. That's the acid spear thing. Goodness gracious. Yeah, here's them using the grappling hook. Sorry, I want to go back and look at that. Hold up. Oh god, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Can you... Oh. Ah, dang it. I had it for a second there. Crafting kit. Oh god. Crafting by claws alone produces inferior results. With this kit, you can craft finer, sharper, and deadlier tools if that is your wish. Okay. I don't exactly know what that means entirely. I think that's a weird design. Alright, well... Yeah. That's all I really have to say or look at, I guess. September 4th. That is pretty... God, I love you so much. Whack. Then... Okay. I was gonna wonder if this game did have literally anything to do with, like, the previous game's plot, considering... I mean, it seems like you're in an entirely different place, but... I mean, this here, being very Void reminiscent, or I guess literally looks exactly the same as Void from Hollow Knight, makes me think that somewhat it might be. I don't know exactly. I still am wondering if they're gonna have God Home, or I guess a God Home equivalent in SILKSONG on release, right? Because I feel like they're gonna... It makes sense for them to have at the very least, the boss refights on release, right? Because that was added very late into Hollow Knight's, like, it was like the last update to the last major update to Hollow Knight was adding the boss refights and all the Pantheons. So, I feel like I feel like they're gonna have that on release. I feel like they're gonna have, I hope that they have the boss refights on release. I don't know if they will. I just hope they do. And by boss refights, I mean like the statues where you can fight the boss again without having to start an entirely different save. But anyway, that's it from me, I guess. That's really the most in-depth look I can really take of it. September 4th, that should honestly be fine, because the Kirby DLC releases August 28th. I am probably going to knock that out in one sitting and just knock it down into like 5-6 different episodes, probably. Because I don't think that's going to be that long. I don't know if it's every level, because what the Kirby DLC is that it makes it adds crystallization to, I don't think it's every level, it's just some levels, but it makes it so you can, like, go to, like, the areas that were kind of out of bounds before and make some unique levels, which I'm really looking forward to. There's also the Crystal Heart stuff, which, like, you know, maybe Galactonite, maybe Dark Nebula. It would be hilarious if it was Dark Nebula, but frankly, with some of the things this game series has done to, you know, explain some stuff. You know, the Magalore epilogue explaining microtransactions was not... I never thought that was going to happen, but here we are. So, maybe the Kirby and the Forgotten Land DLC is going to explain Dark Nebula. Or, you know, maybe Grill from Kirby Star Stacker or whatever. Anyway, yeah. I think I'll definitely, unless if the Kirby DLC is, like, extremely long or extremely hard, which, frankly, considering there's a new, tournament mode, it might be. Or I guess boss gauntlet mode. But I should be able to knock that all out and upload it before September 4th. But yeah, I thought it'd be, like, middle of September, so it being early September is very, very nice. But yeah, I can't wait for that. I hope you guys can't either. Or, well, you better. I actually hope you can wait for that, because if you can't, that would be a bit of a problem. Anyway, I will see you guys. I mean, technically, 3:15 today, when Off Part 3 comes out, you should, or uploads, you should watch it, or the Off playthrough. Please. I do... I do want to do Steel Soul. I don't know if I want to do that before SILKSONG comes out. Because honestly, I have been getting a bit... I said this in my last Hollow Knight video where I started the Steel Soul playthrough. I have been getting a bit burnt out from playing Hollow Knight. Especially because all that's left to do is beat the game without dying. 100% the game without dying. And get every boss on Radiant. And do Pantheon 5 with the bindings. I mean, it's just a lot to do, and it takes a lot of time, which can be lost very quickly. And that's not a criticism, it's just something, I think I'm going to have to get into the right mindset to want to do that, so I might do that after SILKSONG, honestly. But then SILKSONG, I'm probably still going to have to do that. But yeah, no. Eventually, I'm going to live stream my Steel Soul playthrough. Subscribe with notifications. So that way you will always know when I go live. But yeah, other than that, SILKSONG looks really good. Yeah. That's all I have to say. You have anything to say, Cornifer? Cornifer is quite intelligent indeed. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, comment what you think is going to happen in SILKSONG. Do you think Tiso is actually going to have a boss fight? Maybe a Hornet enters a funny mirror, and then there's reverse versions of all of her friends, and then she has to go through it, and then at the very end she has to fight the nefarious Dark Mind, who is the Radiance, but like a big giant red eye. That's just, that's just a Kirby game, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. What am I doing?